we're going to have to pay for Justin TV. There's 4 right there that we're going to have to pay. We're going to have to start paying over on Daily Motion and probably YouTube sooner or later. So we've got 7 different areas that we place, videos that we produce. We do produce stuff for a lot of people, folks. We just don't make any money. Which gives you. She's got her little thing from yesterday, which everybody really thinks is
what thing?
That everybody in the entertainment business that we know think this is an absolute sign of the time.
What?
Well, okay. What does one of the companies we've been talking to want you to do for them?
Oh yeah, this was really. God, I had to laugh because I couldn't believe that they were actually serious. But I have a feeling they were. They wanted us to shoot a commercial for them for free.
Yeah, at the French Riviera.
Yeah, at the French Riviera in Cannes. And they wanted us to do a mock-up of what we would do for them for free.
Yeah, before we ever shot the commercial, they wanted approval of the commercial. They wanted us to shoot for nothing for them at our expense at the French Riviera.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. Those people never get talked to again. They're sort of in the trash. Take the card up, throw them away, and don't talk to them.
Those people are like in the ozone layers.
Yeah, we've also known some other people that they're so out of what's going on. They didn't even know the Cannes Film Festival even existed.
Oh, that was the same company.
Oh, that was the same company. Well, I can understand.
Well, yeah, they didn't know it existed, and they deal in the luxury market.
Yeah, but no, there are. We're in a bad shape. I mean, we're really telling people this is the truth. I mean, we can get enough merchandise to open up a home shopping network. Everybody is offering us merchandise. We can't use merchandise. You can't take it. I mean, they're not going to let you bring stuff into the country. You cannot take it. Yeah. So it's just useless to it. I mean, okay, I can get all the suits I can wear. You can get a suit for somebody else. You can get all the gowns, all the jewelry, watches, beauty stuff. You can't take anything that anybody wants to get seen into the country. It can't be done. I mean, as it is, see, another part of our problem is we've got equipment that has to go. Our clothes have, I've got a tux and I have to get another blazer. She's got to get a whole god-awful amount of gowns to go with her. We're talking 2 extra cases right there, plus the equipment is a 3rd case. And we're looking at...
And you have to pay for all your luggage.
You have to pay for all your luggage, all of it now. So basically, it just keeps... And then you've got to tip people, you got to, you tip this, you tip that, you tip that. You don't give them a credit card.
No.
You've got to have cash in your pocket to do all of this stuff. And I mean, because we know one person that basically spent $4,000 at the Cannes Film Festival a few years ago, just in a little time, because it was far more expensive than what they thought it was going to be. But we're first-hand examples, because we are examples of a small business. And how do you stay in business? Well, let's see. I think there. You see, that's the, that's a wicked temptation swimsuit. I got Skechers shoes on, which you can't see, but they do have Skechers shoes. But how do you stay in business? You don't charge anybody any money. That's how you stay in business. We lose money on a regular basis. We just tell people we don't lose as much as we did. But it's the same philosophy as, well, you have to understand that the other divisions of the Gap don't lose as much money as they were losing. You're still losing money. And there is a formula, like we try to explain to people. I started out in television 60 years ago. And when the movie people were basically, they were up in arms about television because it's, but they also said it's never going to work because there's no way of monetizing it. You monetize the internet exactly the same way you monetize television. This is nothing, okay, that is a TV camera, a television camera that we're looking into right now. That is a 3-chip CMOS television camera. Doesn't that make you figure out it is a TV camera? What does the TV camera do? It shoots for TV. How do they pay for TV? They used to be creative and put really creative commercials in the product. And they haven't figured out, well, we're going to head it and we're going to tell it because people don't want to see the thing in the middle. They didn't want to see the things in the middle when I started out either. You know how they did it? They just simply would. Hey, is this cool off? I've heard it relieves heat, re-energizes, lifts your spirit, delivers a cool
I know, but see, they were almost kind of
renew. It was done. It was they would do things like that. Or you'd see somebody, you know, who.
But sometimes they used to do more.
Look at that, you know.
Now they do it a little bit more.
They're more sophisticated.
It's in the shot, but they don't.
You can put this stuff in, you know. You can basically go pick it up and say, "What the hell is this?" You know. Oh, it's cool off. 24 cooling
Actually, that
tablets.
is really cool.
I know it's really, and we can actually carry them with us. So I actually got their hat and their shirt. I'm not wearing it today. I just picked this up as an example. That is how you monetize the internet. No one will listen to us. The advertisers will. We need to count things. We have to have a cost per thousand. Well, we give people a cost per thousand, and they don't want to listen. If your cost per thousand is like $4 a person, and you're doing something else where it's $4,000 a person, gee, which is better? To do something that a lot more people can see at $4 a person, or do something only 100 people see at $4,000 a person?
I know.
That's the advertising people. They're okay. We can guarantee you. We used to, when we started out, we'd go to every forum that we could find because we wanted to learn. Those people aren't working anymore. Like the one guy that spent $17 million to see if people might be interested in the next 6 months to come shopping. It was Old Navy folks to shop in the Old Navy store. That company would buy one. So yeah, virtually none of those people that are okay. What happened is that they've made this drastic discovery. The people that are my age are still running the ad agencies. They're the ones that created demographics that said if you get to be over 48 years old, you no longer count. They discovered over 50% of the population is over 48 now. The buying power in this nation is the people that they said go to hell. And then also you see the guy that's my age. There's nothing on television for people my age.
Well, because they're gearing it for the younger audiences.
Who don't watch television.
The shows that were popular, right?
Yeah.
And they were really popular, but they didn't hit the right demographic. They pulled.
Yeah, look at MTV. They don't do music TV. They don't do music video anymore. So, well, they had MV1, MV2. Well, they don't do music videos.
Oh, MTV 1 and 2?
They don't do music videos anymore either. They do reality series. You know why? Because it can cost $1 million to shoot a video, and it only costs a few $1,000s to do a reality thing. And you can get anybody to take their clothes off on a premium cable channel for nothing.
I just have to laugh on some of these shows where they have the show, what was it like After Dark? So they have the show that everybody watches on TV, and then they have the stuff that's not on the show that's kind of like, it's almost like a sense of voyeurism, where you can sit there and watch it for, I'm like, why are you watching this?
Well,
I'm like, oh, well, this is what happens behind the scenes. Like,
okay.
It's like...
Okay, here's a bit. Most of the people know that besides being, she's a newswoman on one thing, she's not a spring shaker, another, bikini czar. The bikini czar is our stuff that we do in between things. It's the stuff that basically... it's goof stuff, it's things like that, it's the fun stuff, but it's what we do. I mean, if we could actually get it online, we've got probably 10 times more stuff that you don't ever see than we do see. And that's what happens. Mythbusters is the same way. They have all the stuff that didn't work, they have saved for online people, but online is as easy, it's because you can't, they're stuck, their mindset, like we're basically probably not, here's a good one folks, we've been invited to go to the SEMA Change of the Guard this summer when they have the gala and the automobile races and stuff celebrating the changing of the guard at SEMA. We are no longer on the alumni list because we're online, online people, they don't like online people because they can't count online things because we have 40 million, we have legitimate over 40 million links. We have over 12,000 videos out there. So, an god-awful lot of stuff. It's going to be more difficult to count the videos. Google video is going offline, which makes it more difficult. But, I mean, like there's 690-some thousand links to the bikini czar. So, I mean, she's on every, if you got a swimsuit company and you kite videos, we're on it, so. You know, I'm on like so many stupid sites with Oldecam. I have these things like these zeros up front, and then all of a sudden in the back there's like hundreds because they're archiving, they're grabbing my stuff in the back and putting them on other people's websites now.
Well, because part of it is, where else can you find yesterday's news today?
That's right.
You can't.
You can't. It's the internet is an archive. It's like, we tell people, it's like the Library of Alexandria. You want to find out something, you go into the internet and find it. You can find out anything. I mean, you can find out a lot of things you're not supposed to find out about. Because what happens is, you cannot take something off the internet once it's there, because they've changed it. When I was young, it used to be ether, now it's cloud computing. Which means, whatever you put on this computer out there on the internet yesterday is going to be there until the world, it's going to be somewhere until the world ends. It's that simple. You cannot ever, I know people that have given up their battles trying to remove stuff because it just keeps popping up. We've told people, for instance, we have no control over where we don't own these sites.
Yeah.
And they basically copy the video. You right click and you copy the thing. That's how easy it is. You know, they can, you know, you don't embed them, you just copy it. So as it's running, you just copy the thing, and then you basically, they have, if it says YouTube, Vimeo, live stream, something, that tag will be on it, but they don't care, they just want the material. I mean, we even made the, okay, the Bikini Czar made the naked news. She had her clothes on, but she did make the naked news.
Is it the same one that they pulled off of one of the other channels?
Yeah, but, you know.
But there wasn't anything that wasn't.
There was nothing wrong with it. Everything was covered. But sometimes what happens is that some of the viral sites are losing so much money that they're trying to get adverted. I mean, we had 4 videos pulled off of one site. I threw up a video just to see if I could get another one on, and they put an advertisement on it. It's getting no hits because it was...
Well, that's why we'll have to have a special edition of the videos that have been pulled.
Oh, yeah.
They're too hot for viral video.
Too hot for viral video, which nothing is supposed to be hot about. And they say, you know, they say, well, here's a good thing. A lot of the mainstream web providers also provide for the porn sites too. That's something that they try to tell you they don't do, but they do. If you keep looking back, checking back. You know, my thing is research. You find out a lot of the main providers provide for porn sites. So, but they're not making any money either because people are basically, okay, I know one site that basically has a video of her as the Bikini Czar, dated 1999.
Imagine that.
We weren't in business in 1999.
I know, they redated it.
They redated it. It's listed as 1999, and it's just you know, and they've got a triple password thing to keep people from stealing something that was on the internet, but not on the internet, but is now on Naked News, and is now locked as a thing. There's nothing, you know, a triple password for it.
Are you serious? The same thing?
Yeah, we don't make any money off of it. We make nothing off of that stuff, and because it's so easy to steal.
Yeah, the only
stuff.
place you're going to find official Bikini Czar is from the Bikini Czar.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's under MBN and Montebubbles and News Video Web.
Yeah, you can tell our stuff because it's always tagged. You know, it's always got our tag on it. You know, it's MBN News Video Web, Montebubbles. That's always the tag that's on the Bikini Czar stuff. So, like I said, it just. We have a country that is going broke. We have politicians that can't stop spending. You know, okay, I heard one of Michael Reagan say, you know, it really, you know, what you should do is just go to you know, out front of the White House and the Capitol building and just walk around with just say no. You know, because he said his father and Nancy said Nancy never thought of anything better than that saying, just say no. Because all you got to do to get the country back in a good financial shape is just to say no to spending. Stop spending, and you basically get everything under control. So we're just talking about the fact that, I mean, she's the die-hard business person, and you know she knows. I mean, like.